YouTube? As always, it's PSC Review Tachi here to bring you a manga review. And this is a new manga that I'm reading, known as Dice, the Cube That Changed Everything. So, it's a manhwa? I don't know if it's like a slang term, manhwa. It's a manga, Korean manga. But anyway, I don't know, it's relatively new. I mean, it's been out for a while. It's got like 24 or so chapters out. And I'm reading it. And I read on manga here. So the reason why I say that is because the way it's presented is kind of weird. Like, when you read it, it's only 7 pages. But each page is like 10 pages. So like, you click on page 1. And then you gotta keep scrolling all the way down to read that one page. So although it's like 7 pages, it's really like 50 pages a chapter. But it's pretty decent. Now honestly, the only reason why I kept reading, I read up to chapter 5. The only reason why I read up to chapter 5 was pretty much because it's pretty well received. A lot of people like it. And honestly, for me, the first 3 chapters, which I know it's like, only 3 chapters, but 3 chapters times freaking 20, 30 pages per chapter is freaking tough. At least for me it is. But I didn't care for the first 3 chapters, honestly, because it was, I don't know, not the most exciting. A big difference between this manga and any other manga I've ever read is that this one's in color. Like all the pages, it's not just like the first page is a nice color page. Every page is color, and it's actually really nice. Honestly, it's almost legit anime in manga form, if that makes any sense. Like as you're reading it, it almost gives you the illusion that you're almost watching it. Now, I reckon my opinion is very, very good. I actually read the prologue or whatever that I read before chapter 0. I thought it was honestly pretty awesome the way it was drew. But anyway, so I don't know why with this character, I guess you pronounce his name Dante. It's just spelled really weird. It's Dongtae. And I don't know why, but I swear to God, he reminds me of Ganta from Dead Man Wonderland. And as I'm reading it, maybe that's why I couldn't almost take the first 3 chapters. But as I'm reading it, I'm literally reading it in Ganta's dubbed voice, which I hate almost as much as Kakarot's Japanese voice. Maybe that's why I didn't like it, because I hate Ganta's dub voice, and that's what I'm looking at. It reminds me so much of Ganta. I'm reading in his voice like naturally, and it's like pissing me off every time he talks. I just want to choke him. But anyway, honestly, as a character, I don't like him. He's that typical nerd, as you might want to say. He sucks at everything. No one likes him. He gets bullied and all that fun stuff. And he meets this new exchange kid who ironically sits next to him, and he's awesome, he's popular and all that fun stuff, and he becomes immediately jealous of him. His name is Taben. A lot of weird names. I think that's how you pronounce it, Taben. And obviously he's jealous because he's saying, why can't I have that life? And he's falling in love with this chick who I can't pronounce her name. I'm just gonna call her Ju because that's the last 2 letters of her name. And she's pretty much falling for Taben too. But at the same point, she does like Dante because she knows his name, and she does have like concern when he runs out and like panic. She actually does care. So yeah, it's kind of like a love triangle almost. But pretty much the first 3 or 4 chapters, I'd say, is honestly confusing as hell. But it's called Dice because when you get to chapter 4, I think it is at the end, Dante picks up this dice, and that's pretty much in the chapter. But he gets this text message from X, and I don't know what he says, but Dante asks, what the hell's going on and all this fun stuff. And then chapter 5 is where everything gets good. So if you're reading it and you're new to it, read up to chapter 5, no matter how hard it is for you. Even if you read it in Gant's voice, read up to chapter 5. Chapter 5 is when you actually get an explanation for the dice. Like I said, the actual name of the manga is Dice, the cue that changes everything. And a lot of chapters allude to that title. And the reason why it is it's really fishy to me. But pretty much when someone gets a dice, they're called a dicer. And you complete a quest. And each quest, like, it turns life into a game. As you know, that popular saying, life is a game, you just gotta know how to play. It literally turns life into a game. So you do a quest, and let's just say you roll a 5, and you want to be smart. You do that quest, and your skill level, which I'm guessing starts at 1, boosts up to 5 in that category. So that's what he does in chapter 5. Once he explains everything, at first he doesn't want to do it because it sounds fishy, but he's like, screw it, I'm gonna do it. And he comes back to school after he's done doing like a few basic quests. And he's like, everyone goes to school, like, who are you? And he just kind of smirks, and that's where I stopped at. But, I mean, like I said, honestly, the first 3 and most of 4 chapters is really hard to get through. Because I don't know, I'm having flashbacks of content, and it's killing me. Like, I literally want to go in the manga and choke freaking Dante. But, once the dice actually plays a factor in the story, it gets very, very interesting. I'm gonna read the rest of it. And it's still coming out. It's an ongoing manga, so I'm gonna keep reading it. But honestly, my only thing now, like I said, I love the artwork. I love the artwork. The story's actually pretty good too. I didn't like the character, but I know why the character was he is. Because if he wasn't pathetic, then there would be no story right now. That's the point of the dice, is to make, people that want to be better, to make them be better. So I get that. But I just think it's really fishy. Like, it's like too good to be true. Like, you do a quest and you get to be smarter or richer or whatever. It's really fishy. And he asked, this is actually, I thought it was really well done, I must say. He asked X, is he God? Because he's wondering, like, because X said, I can see everything that you see. And he's like, how do you do this? And X is like, I can see anything around the dice. And he comments, when he asks, are you God? X says no. And Dante asks, he said, are you Ryuk? Like, straight up, he said Ryuk, obviously from Death Note. And then he says, are you a dragon? And then it shows Shinra. And it's really nothing big important, but I like I would say the respect of those two shows that obviously the author likes. That he point blank say like Ryuk and freaking Shinron. But anyway, like I said, I mean, it just sounds too good to be true. It's too fishy. Like, there's no negative benefactor. No negative. I don't know if that was the right sequence of word, but there's no negative connotations for the dice. Like, they're just good. They seem all around good, and that's never good because that means it's like something bad in the back. And I don't know if it was the first chapter or if it was the epilogue, but the chapter 0 had a random kid running away, and he was saying that it was a fallen star. And, he's supposed to wish upon a fallen star, but he said it's lies, nothing ever happens. But then he said the last moment he did it, and he didn't expect it to come true, but it came true in a different way, and it showed like 2 people. And that's why I say I can't remember if it's the epilogue or if it was chapter 1, but it shows 2 people and they're dead, and they're getting reborn, but they're gonna be reborn in certain lifestyles. And one of them rose to 6, so that means that it's gonna be extremely awesome and popular. So I think that was Taven. I'm not sure though. Like I said, it might have been just chapter 0, so it might have just been like the one shot for it. And then one of them wrote a 1. That could have been Dante, which means that, a 1 is obviously being the lowest number. It means that you'd have a hard life. So I'm not sure. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I can't believe this video was that long. But it's actually a pretty decent manga or manhwa. I don't know if that's slang or not, but pretty good Korean manga, comic, whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm definitely going to start reading it. Hopefully I get into a few more different mangas other than Naruto. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you watch this all, thank you. And don't forget to comment on this video, comment on this freaking manga. And don't forget to like the video, thumbs up, subscribe for more, and peace out.